How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today is the day. I have Chris right here from B is for Build. We have these awesome $1,500 rear-wheel drive cars, and we are in a windy-ass dry lake bed in the middle of California. This is the Budget Build Challenge. So you guys have seen this Mustang right here. You know everything that I've done to it, or lack thereof. But I don't know if you've seen Chris's awesome build. He has a G35, and he's gonna take us a little bit of a tour around it.
So this is my G35 fake GTR. What we did mainly, so this car I bought on Copart, and the main thing that we did here was this car had taken a huge impact to the front. It just barely missed the front impact bar right here, and all got focused on this wheel. So the big work that we had to get done was repairing the two lower control arms for the vehicle. Luckily, they're a pretty cheap part, very easy to replace, and once we replaced them, it got the steering back into an acceptable level of drivability. It wasn't too sketchy anymore. After that, we did no more work on making the car perform any better at all. Actually, everything we did made it worse. So we welded on about maybe 50 to 100 pounds of extra sheet metal, but we did remove some too. So we did the endoskeleton hood by stripping the outer layer of the hood completely off. This, after the wreck, was a tiny little taco, and I hammered it all out and cut it out. We added our side railings, our crazy handles, all of our nutty stuff here, the Apocalypse theme paint job, side window covers. We put on 2-inch wheel spacers all the way around, which do nothing to improve the car. They actually make it a little bit worse, but I like the look more, so I went ahead and did it. Took a Rocket Bunny kit from a BRZ that's fitted for a BRZ, and we went ahead and on the rear, put those on the rear. In the back, we got window louvers, again off of a BRZ that were kind of just laying around my shop. And then for the spoiler, we took a nice thick gauge piece of metal and welded a spoiler on here, which actually will give me a little downforce. And with all this wind, it may actually work. And that is basically it for my build. All right, we're hiding behind the cars. It's a lot less windy. So before we go ahead and get started, I just want to give you guys kind of a breakdown on how the scoring for this is going to work and what we're going to do. We're going to do a series of challenges out here in the desert in 2 locations, some on this dry lake bed and some on a off-road course out there, because not allowed to do any sliding out here.
Yeah.
$10,000 fine if you get caught doing donuts out here.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird because you do see a lot of car commercials being shot here, and they're all doing donuts and all these crazy maneuvers. But we did see a bunch of really bad sort of ruts, and if we hit those things at triple-digit speeds, that would have been no bueno.
Yeah, so, and we're, honestly, we're also just doing it to be nice, because we don't want to screw up this place for other people that want to come here and drag race.
Yeah, that's true.
So each challenge is going to be worth 100 points, and then there are some challenges about the budget for the build and the resale value of the build.
Right.
And that will crown the winner of this year's budget build-off.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Let's get started.
Let's do it. Jesus. All right, so the first event is a quarter-mile drag race. Now we have set up approximately a quarter mile from here, and yeah, we're just gonna see how fast our cars go in a straight line on this I think it's clay, or it might be just the salt lake bed. This is gonna be good. Come on, come on! Took him though. Oh God, we got to do that again. Was that fun? Oh my God, that was good. All right, so take 2. Didn't do so well last time, but this time should be pretty good. can catch him!
And I got him.
Smoked! Oh my God. He didn't beat me that much though. But he did beat me. It does hurt a little. Alright, so I lost that challenge, but I can redeem myself because the next challenge is a 0 to 60 back down to 0. I know Chris's car has the 4-piston and 2-piston Brembo brake option, which will make his car brake very, very well in comparison to this thing. But here's the thing. He just bolted on about 100 to 200 pounds of steel onto his car. Also, he spent some time drifting that thing, so his tires are basically bald. My tires, they are like cheap Chinese all seasons, but I think that they have way more tread than he does. And also, he has some crazy camber going on in one wheel. So this might be closer than you think.
Gear. I was just barely able to get to 60 in second gear. You heard the rev limiter hit out, and then I got it. So now I sit here, and we wait for the Challenger to blow by me.
I'm also at a bit of a disadvantage because I have no idea how fast I'm going. I have to use Waze to tell me how fast I'm going, and there is a little bit of a delay. But I think I might be able to win this one. So Waze will ultimately guide me, and since I don't have a cell phone mount, I'm just gonna have to sort of do it live. Don't try this at home, kids. I am in a controlled environment and we're gonna get this done. All right, here goes nothing. 3,500 RPM and go.
And yeah. See you later, Freddie. Oh, loser!
I think I lost. I can't see anything. All the dirt is in my eyes.
Doesn't matter if you drive by an inch or a mile. Losing is losing.
Oh my God. Dude, the brakes are better than I thought, but the power is way worse.
You know what I found out is second gear could just it maxes out at 60. Yeah. So I hit the rev limiter and then slammed on the brakes.
So I found out that Waze, there's a delay. So I might have been going like 65 or 70, who knows? Oh, dude. So this is gonna be the third challenge. We're not gonna talk about the first two because I didn't really do very well. But the third one is gonna be interesting because I think the Mustang is gonna basically beat the shit out of the G35. It's really at home in this environment. It is a rolling burnout, which means that I have to keep the tires spinning, and you can't like wibble wobble around. You have to go straight, and you can't press the brakes. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to see how far of a distance we can make it before we actually get some traction.
And if you spin out, that's where you stop, basically.
Yeah, that's where you stop. I mean, Mustangs aren't really known for spinning out. So
No,
not at all.
Yeah, let's make sure our camera guy's really far away so we
don't
don't kill anybody.
I mean, the nearest Cars and Coffee is...
It's like thousands of miles from here.
Yeah, so I think we're good.
And luckily we're not on a street, so that like kind of, you know...
Yeah, so we took out
we
those
don't have any street to get off of.
Yeah, so yeah, without further ado, let's get to burning out. Oh, shit. God damn it.
That does not count. My traction control is on because we had to take so many breaks for camera stuff. I goofed. That doesn't count. My traction control is on. I know. Alright, that doesn't count. I'm nervous on this one for some reason. Here we go. Alright, we gotta see how far that got me. That smelled like clutch real bad.
Alright, so Chris did his thing. Seems like he was a decent bit away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show him what an American V8 can really do. Let's do this. It is hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, it's so hard to tell.
It felt cool though.
It does feel cool, but my car smelled of clutch so badly afterwards. We could just call it a draw, since we could just be like, well, we can't figure out where we stopped.
I mean, I could.
Because look,
yeah.
my brake lines, that's where I like really got on the brakes.
Yeah.
That kicked up more stuff than the Burnout, which ended somewhere between there and, I don't know, back there.
Right, yep, okay. Let's
call it a draw?
I guess, yeah, let's call it a draw.
Move on to the next one.
Move on to the next. Guess the draw.
All right, we are off the dry lake bed and we're in a totally different area.
Yeah.
Not totally. It's the all-terrain area.
It's like adjacent, yeah.
Yeah, it's for four-wheelers and stuff like that, and to ride motorcycles. So we think we're allowed to do drifts, donuts, burnouts.
They didn't say not to.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah. We paid our money to get in here, so we're gonna use it. So here's the idea. This is a corner right here. That post behind us is our apex. This is a drift the corner challenge.
Oh yeah, that's it's gonna be fun. We have to get as close to that little
post pillar.
The little pole, I guess.
Yeah.
So whatever. That little dangly dang. We have to get as close as we can, the front end of our car, to that without hitting it. And
so whoever gets closest to the apex with the front of their car while still sliding, without hitting it, wins, and we each get 3 tries.
Yeah.
He's gonna go, then I'm gonna go, then he's gonna go, then I'm gonna go. And I did test drift this corner once, and I'll just say in the beginning, they're not gonna look as impressive as they could be, because this is a very, very skinny road with very uneven ground.
Maybe you just weren't doing it in an impressive car.
That might be it. That might be it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Oh no. Okay, so this is a drift challenge, and this is the first time I've ever actually drifted a car. Chris's first try was pitiful at best, but I am going to try to one-up that by actually doing it. So let's see. I'm gonna give it a little more oomph than he did. Yeah! Well, that's that. I seem to have beached myself a bit. Am I stuck?
It's the speed. I think you're going too fast to get the back end to go out.
Maybe,
Tough.
but so the back end definitely went out, but it went out right here.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's way late. Look at your marks.
So this is what happened. I cars and coffee'd in the middle of nowhere.
Went full cars and coffee right here. So we have to take a small time out from racing to dig out Freddie's car.
Yeah. I mean
that's good.
Well, I mean, I was just going in a straight line, and it just did this.
I don't know what happened. I Mustanged, and then it Mustanged back.
You know what it was? One of my tires was about a half PSI low.
That's what it was.
And,
yeah. All right, we got Freddie's car out. We had to use the tow strap. That was actually pretty fun. I'm looking at this corner more. It's a very, very technical corner to try and do, because you have to basically throw the back wheels over a bump. But I'm thinking a little bit more speed. Still gonna stick with second gear entry, especially after they made fun of me about it. I didn't even get an attempt. All right, it's all in my third attempt, or else that's it for me. Damn it. There we go. I think I got it right there. Oh shit! Oh my god! It crashed. But damn, I went on it too hard. I hot rodded it. There's no point to do that. All right, it looks like he's going for it. Here's his third attempt. He didn't get sideways very much. I don't feel like he was sideways when he got to the apex. All right, so drifting was a success. I had a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. It wasn't as fortuitous as I would have liked, but you know.
I was the first one to clip the apex and shoot the GoPro into the sky.
Actually,
so we pulled into here to look around for more stuff to do, and Freddie let me know that my headlight is touching my tire.
I think that's the only time in human history that anybody's ever said something like that.
I agree. So it's time for us to go. The cars are taking a hell of a beating.
I think so too.
I think we're gonna go head out to the bar, get a beer and a taco, and tally up the score. But first, a little bit of classic B is for build. I gotta fix my headlight so we can drive home.
Yeah, let's do that. So that was a hell of a day.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we have to kind of get down to brass tacks, and that means tallying up all the scores. Now I know I didn't do too hot on some of those performance challenges, but it was because I didn't have the nitrous. I didn't have that edge that nitrous would have given me.
That nitrous would have been an equalizer.
I think it would have been.
Do you think your car could have handled a 100 shot?
Oh, but without a doubt.
Really?
I would have put 150 on there.
That would have been the equalizer.
Yeah. But maybe, I don't know, maybe next time. But so let's kind of tally up the scores.
Let's do it.
So the 0 to 60 to 0.
I got you.
Went
there.
to you. We have the quarter mile, which also went to you. We have the drifting, which went to you.
We to be fair, we both didn't do very well in that at all. But
you did less badly.
I got lucky one time.
You did
stuck something.
You did less poorly, and you also didn't get the car stuck and beached like I did.
That was one of my favorite parts of the day.
Well, I mean, it was definitely interesting.
And off camera, right after we got your car out, I went off and did the same thing. And
you didn't get yourself stuck though.
Well, so I have essentially the grind rails on the side of my car that I skipped across. But it was the first time I ever thought I might flip a car right now.
Well, I mean, I think your G35 is the only G35 in existence with rock rails on it.
Yeah.
So
it's safer that way.
Yeah. There we go. So we have that. We had basically a wash on the Burnout because we really couldn't tell what the cars were doing, where the lines would end because it's all dust.
It's just pure dust.
Yeah. So that was a wash. It comes down to the last few challenges. The last few challenges would be the budget and also selling the cars. So the budget was originally stated as $1,500, and around in that area. I spent $1,075 on the car. Then I put a $35 intake on it and did a bunch of free mods. I did a lowering spring modification. I took some coils out, and I also just hacked off the back end of the exhaust. So with some odds and ends, I did buy fluids and spark plugs and change out a few things. So
that was about spark plugs too.
I did spark plugs. Yeah,
all these things I did not have time to do.
I mean, why do it at that point? I just figured, listen, it's Ford. It's like $8, so why not do it?
But if you snap one off in there, like I have, you remember how bad
big
a headache that was.
Yeah, that was it was a clenching moment. It was definitely. So yeah, I spent about $150 on fluids and repairs and stuff. So that puts me at about $1,260. And you spent a little bit more than that.
Yeah, so I got my car for $1,300, and then you got to add in like $80 for the spacers, $100 for the Rocket Bunny kit. The big thing the only mechanical thing that I actually bought was I needed a new wheel and tire, which was $60, and the two lower control arms. I decided to go ahead and replace both of them because I thought one was causing problems. It actually wasn't in the end.
Right.
But anyways, get them both. It was only $80. So those are the mechanical things that I did, and then everything else was for looks, and that actually cost even more. Spacers $80,
right.
Rocket Bunny $100. So in total, I spent $1,723.
Okay, so that would be the first challenge that goes to me.
That is the first challenge.
Okay. So here's the interesting part. The last challenge doesn't really even matter because you've already won this.
So we'll post the results of that on Instagram, Facebook, stuff.
Yeah.
Like
So
that.
the last challenge is basically just selling the car. And
I have to. The reason we're not doing it right here and now, which I would love to do, is I have to drive mine home.
Yeah, that's 1,200 miles for you. Yeah.
I brought too much camera gear, too much stuff to jump on an airplane now.
Right. So basically, we're gonna just put that on social media later on. I already have a buyer for the car. It's at the guy's house. It's the guy that basically helped me wrench on the car. His name is Danny. So he's gonna be picking up the car, and you know, if you get that car sold, that would be great. I'd love to see what the next owner would do, but it doesn't really matter because the challenge is moot and you won. I don't think it really matters who won. We really had a lot of fun.
Like I said in the beginning of this build in my videos, yeah, I wasn't trying to win. I was just trying to have fun, and I think we both had a lot of fun. I mean, the proof is in that today. This was by far one of the best driving days I've ever had.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I mean, you just take these cars on these, they're not salt flats. I guess it would be like a lake bed.
It's just a lake bed, dry lake bed.
Yeah, so a dry lake bed.
Salt flats, we would have been a little smoother. That would have been nice.
Yeah. So this would have been, like they tell you that you can basically go as fast as you want, just don't do donuts and whatever, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Let me see, our food's coming. All right, so yeah, our food's here. Just got here in the middle of the video, but as always, like, comment, subscribe, social, share, do whatever it is I'd like you to do, and yeah, follow B is for Build. It's a great channel, and if you're not subscribed, you need to be, because this guy does a lot of really good work.
Thank you, and thanks Freddie for organizing this whole thing. Freddie did all the organizing, the heavy lifting when it comes to where the hell are we going to do this challenge, all the way from what state to what location to everything else, on the date and everything else. So thank you so much for that.
So if you'd like to hear more about this trip, more than you've already seen, you can check us out. We're on the Hooniverse podcast with Jeff Glucker. We're also going to be on the well, we're going to be in the future, but you'll have already this is coming to you at some point in the ether with
Matt Farah.
Yeah, Matt Farah. Yeah,
Smoking Tire.
Oh god, I had a brain fart. Yeah. So Matt Farah, the Smoking Tire. We're both going to do one takes with our cars. Hopefully, if nothing happens on the way home. So if only one of us makes it, you'll know.
There's only one take.
Yeah. In any case, tune in next time, because that's actually when